So I've been watching the new season of Peacemaker, starring John Cena. It's inside the DCU that James Gunn just created, and it's after the saga of the new Superman movie. And I've been enjoying it so far. I thought the first season was really good. It surprised me how great it was, how funny it is, how perfect John Cena's Peacemaker was for that character. A character that I hated in the first movie after everything he done, and then I'm loving him in this season with these two past seasons of Peacemaker. That's a great accomplishment. Love all the characters, from Amelia Harcourt to his other friends and all that. So I've just been enjoying the show, especially the second season that just came out with these first 3 episodes. Amazing to me. This season is basically solving the multiverse. John Cena, Chris, Peacemaker, is living in his dad's house now after, killing him in the first season. But the thing that's interesting to me is that they have a multi-dimensional portal inside their closet. Well, basically a pocket universe, but that's what his dad has in the house, and John Cena discovers this, looks inside, and finds out he has another parallel universe with his dad, and not only his dad, but his brother also surviving as well. And you're like, damn, that's crazy. And throughout the first 3 episodes, he visits, at least 2 out of the 3, he visits, the parallel universe to see how everything is. And it's emotional for him because, as y'all know, in the first season, we know that he killed his brother when they were younger, and then he killed his dad, in the last 3 episodes of the first season. And he also has Amelia Harcourt, who he been trying to date, but couldn't get a chance to because of the actions that happened from the Suicide Squad, and why Amelia Harcourt is not really into him like that. And also, he finally has a family. Everybody's appreciating him for who he is and what he does. And he feels like a superhero, like Superman in the movie. But something's been off with me with this parallel universe, especially this past episode of Peacemaker. You notice that there's no person of color in the episode whatsoever in that parallel universe. First off, let's just say Peacemaker has a black best friend, Daniel Brooks character. And then, he has Adrian, who's like a nerdish, autistic type of, I didn't mean to say but a weird person, And you have all these other peoples of color in, his regular universe. But in this other universe, there's no people of color, no difference whatsoever. It's just all white people. And at first, when he first visited, I was like, no, you know what? We're going to see some type of black person. And even if you see someone a little darker, they're mostly tan. And I'm just sitting here like, yo, where the black people at? Where the Hispanics? Where the Asian people? No people of color in this episode. So I'm afraid that the universe that Chris in the season of Peacemaker, who calls this universe the best dimension ever, is in the parallel universe where the Germans won and the white people are taking over, y'all. I'm afraid that's what's happening here, because it was weird when they mentioned Bloodhaven and called it Bloodhaven. In all my life, reading and watching stuff from DC Comics, even playing the video games, I've never heard the pronunciation of Bloodhaven being Bloodhaven. That sounds German. So I think Sergeant Rock failed us in this parallel universe, and the Germans won and took over America. That's really interesting to me, because that means his dad is still a bad person. He's still a racist. Even because there's no black people, because there's no Hispanics, Asians whatsoever, he can't be racist to nobody. So he can be a good guy because there's no other race. Ain't that messed up? I'm like, yo, this is crazy. This is why he's good, because there's no other people of color in this universe. They're all gone or in another country or whatever. So I'm like, dang, that is really interesting to me, man. I'm telling you, that's exactly what's going to happen. Also, Rick Flag is in this. We now know that Rick Flag was with Amelia Harcourt before the events of the Suicide Squad. And you like, oh, that's why Amelia Harcourt not feeling Chris. And the only reason why she with Chris was because she was drunk. She didn't know what to do. She probably do had some type of feelings for him because, they've been hanging out throughout the first season. And they're like, hey, I like him. He likes me, whatever. But then it's like so messed up because you're hanging with the person that killed the person that you had a situationship with. And it's like, damn, yeah, this is messed up. I can't be with this person. That will never happen. And so with everything going on, with everything being perfect in this universe, they're encouraging him to be violent when he stopped being violent as much in his regular universe. With him not being able to be with Amelia Harcourt, with him losing everybody in his family from his brother to his dad, everything is here, but no Eagly, which definitely tells me that the Germans definitely took over, because where is the American Eagle? There's no American Eagle, which means the Germans took over. There's no American red flag. There's no American flag. There's no eagle to represent the United States of America. The Germans took over America, and everything's messed up. So I'm telling you, that's exactly what's going to happen. We're going to find out all the white people in that universe are actual racists and Germans, and that whoever Chris is going to supposedly take over that universe, they're going to look at him as the devil. I'm telling you, that's exactly what's going to happen. I saw one comment where they said Chris should take Adrian, who's vigilante, to the other universe, and then look around and be like, where's the black people at? That would be hilarious. I want that to happen so bad. But we're going to see. I'm loving the first 3 episodes of Peacemaker. It's taking its time. It's developing the characters even more than it did last season. It adds on to like their dimensions and how they thinking, and that they're a group, a family that wants to hang out with each other. So yeah, man, we'll see. I'm loving the episode so far, and I can't wait for the later episodes, especially from 4 to I think 8. It's going to be a crazy ride. So just letting y'all know how I feel about Peacemaker so far, and that this parallel universe is racist. So see y'all later. Peace.